Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thought I'd do a late night jewelry jar and jewelry kind of chat and talk today. I do have a jar to open. It's actually a big bag. I have some counter findings that I want to show you as well. But I also wanted to talk to you. Whoa, I knew that was going to happen one day. Sorry about that, guys. I do need a better tripod. I have a really small one. I also wanted to talk to you about the stuff I found last night. Or was it yesterday? I don't remember now. Hi, Donna. How are you? I think it was last night when we found the awesome pieces. It was two awesome James Avery pieces, both rare. I still have not been able to see the choker that I found, the sunflower. I've seen some sunflower rings, and they're selling pretty high, over $100. I've seen some small sunflower necklaces with maybe 3 links, and they're also over the $100 range, so I'm still searching for that one. I have found the cat bracelet. It's so amazing, but I've only seen it on Pinterest. Now, one of my subscribers did tell me that one had sold for, I think, $500, and I did leave her comment, I believe, pinned on the video. So that was wonderful to know, and that's why I love when you guys leave your comments in the chat, now that the chat is live or stays on and vital even after the video has uploaded and everything in its own replay, because we do learn from those comments. But I really appreciate when you come back as well and leave a comment in the regular section. That's really helpful for everyone. So yeah, super excited about that. But then I kind of dismissed the Pandora, and someone made a comment about the Pandora today, because I didn't even know that Pandora does a rose. Now, it's not called rose gold because it's not rose. And I believe Makeup Zombie, who's a pretty expert at Pandora because she loves Pandora, and she says she goes over there almost every paycheck, I think she mentioned in the comments. And she thought it might be fake, but I did not show it close up. And I did show it, kind of briefly. So anyway, I've researched it today, and from the comments that I got from one of my subscribers, I also believe that that Pandora is authentic. Now, what I did learn, excuse me, I'm drinking my Diet Coke. What I did learn from the research is that they are actually more expensive. The Rose collection from Pandora is more expensive than their sterling. And it's not because it's rose gold, because it's not. It's not called rose gold. It's called Rose Collection, because they actually developed a new alloy for Pandora alone. It is, I believe, even patented by them. And what it is, it's still a mixture of silver and copper, as is sterling, is mixed with other metals as well to make it more malleable and everything for jewelry making. So they finish off with more copper. And then it's also, I think it said it was plated with another coating of, I believe, I think a coating of silver on top of that, or some kind of coating to make it durable, more durable, and that it actually darkens when it starts aging. The patina is actually a deeper pink. So I'm excited about it. This is it here. And I kind of really thought it was very different from some of the imitations that I've seen. I haven't actually seen a fake Pandora, but I've seen imitations. I've seen other bracelets with other names. I think Bella is one, and I sold one. Excuse me. I sold one on Posh, and I think they retail for probably $70 or something. I don't forgot. I think one of them is called Bella something. I don't remember. But they don't seem to have the workmanship that this one does, and just the weightiness and everything of this one. So my subscriber told me to look inside the beads, and each bead does have that hallmark of R, ALE, then the letter R with a dash, I believe. And it's extremely small bracelet, actually. My husband had trouble putting it on me. I think it comes in 6 and 3 something or the other, and then a 7 and something else. So I was super excited, guys. Like I said, it just does not feel the same as the other. Hey, Carmen, how are you? Hi, Dawn. Did you make it home safe? I hope you did. Looks like Heather's here too. And Deb's, nice to see you, Deb. Heather the reseller, and Donna Aguilar is here. Anita, thank you for stopping by. Is that Serena? That's pretty. I like the way you spell your name. Marge West is here. And Sandy, how are you? I hope you're feeling well. Great auction today, Sandy. I loved it. It was really nice and concise, and I hope you did well with everything. But anyway, so yeah, each of these is hallmarked with the ALE and the R, and I'm convinced it's absolutely authentic. And some of these are selling for $100 each bead. Some of the plain beads are $40 retail. I don't know what they sell for on eBay. But like I said, on closer inspection and with the help of my subscriber and my own research, I can certainly say with very little doubt that this is an authentic Pandora from their Rose collection. Again, it is not rose gold, and the reason that they are more expensive than their sterling pieces is because what they say is that they have made an alloy of their own chemistry, I guess, where it is sterling, but it is more copper than sterling. Therefore, that is why the pink is there. And that with the wear, it will get even pinker, and that it should not, it'll actually, I think they said it keeps it from tarnishing with that coating that they put on it. But I'm super excited about it. It's very weighty. The bracelet, the chain feels very different from any of the imitations I've ever seen. I've never actually seen a fake Pandora. I've seen a lot of imitations and, you know, the other manufacturers that put them out. It just feels a lot heavier and sturdier. My sister has a Pandora. I'll have to look at hers. But yeah, every one of these is hallmarked on the inside with the R and with the ALE hallmark. You can see it in there. So that's pretty cool, guys. That's the third thing that came out of there. Fourth, because it was two fabulous Avery pieces. It was the Mexican green stoned, kind of a bib style necklace, and then the Pandora. And that was a really rare bracelet as well that came out, that cat bracelet. And then that choker was amazing. Now, another thing I want to talk about authenticating is that people are telling me, a couple of people have told me about the Cinnabar I showed you a couple of weeks ago and how it's supposed to be in layers. So I'm not too sure what that means. From when I see it in a loop, I'm not sure what I'm looking at. So I wanted you guys to take a closer look at it and see if that's what it looks like to you, because it does look like, you know, there's texture there, but I'm not really sure what's meant by it's made in layers, and that is really the only thing that can authenticate it. So if you guys can explain that to me, those of you who are versed in that type of work, let me know, because I just can't see how something this pretty and intricate can be not the real deal. But anyway, I'm just not too sure about that. So that was that. And I don't know what happened to my finger yesterday, guys. I don't think I got any acid on it or anything, but it turned purple. It's like totally purple. And then the ring that I got from Sandy, it turned white on the inside. When I was testing everything, I don't remember dropping any acid or anything, but it turned purple. It looks like I have a purple Band-Aid underneath this. It's crazy. So if anybody knows anything about that, let me know that too. It's really, really nuts. Guys, 49 people are here. 6 thumbs up. Let's hit that thumbs up. Turn it blue for me. I really appreciate it very much. Let me show you what I got out of the counter today. And I went ahead and bought a bag. I got there I guess I got there in time because it was raining. And the lady that normally her and I are vying for the jewelry jars, she either gets there earlier or I do. I've left her bags. She's left me bags. But she didn't show up at all today, and maybe it was because it was really storming this morning when I got there. Maybe she decided not to drive in the rain. But in the counter, I got a really pretty Avon piece. It's got sort of a bolo tie effect to it. And it is gold tone. It's hallmarked there, Avon. It's got sort of a greenish plastic faux stone-like thing there. I love the beading. The beading is articulated. And then it has little tassels. And I'm just always very impressed with Avon's pieces, especially their older pieces. They hold up really well. You can slide it and make it shorter, which I think is really fun. So I got that. It was a senior discount day today. So I got that for about $5. And I was shopping in the counter because when I got there, she says, I said, do you have the jars today? And I said, or did Sally beat me? Because Sally's the other lady. She says, no, Sally hasn't been here today. And actually, we haven't made any yet. Or she hasn't brought them out yet. She goes, let me go check. So she came back out and she said, in 20 minutes, they'll be out. So I said, okay, well, I'll hang out here and look at the purses and stuff. So I found this, and they had some really nice things. They really did, but some things were a little high, so I didn't buy very much from the counter. But I found this. Really love it. Still very nice color on it. I've never seen anything like that, even in another brand. I've seen like the, you know, the bolo, but not with the tassels and the beading. It's like a lot of extra stuff here. Super, super cool. So, all right, that was one thing. And then I found this, and these are real pearls. I already checked them. And she said, do you think they're real pearls? I was like, oh, I don't know. They're not knotted. I don't really want to tell them everything, right? Because then they're going to start. And she's just in the front, but I know she's been there a long time. And I don't really want to, you know, give her all my secrets of how I know if they're genuine or not. But I still think this was crafted by a very creative person. These are genuine pearls. They're probably just, you know, the dyed variety and everything. It's got a very nice kind of a vintage looking clasp there. And then they added a beautiful embellishment right here. Look how pretty that is. Hi, Belinda, how are you? And that's the back of it there. I've never seen anything like that. I thought it was super cool. Uniquely Me, I'm glad you're here. Oh, and yesterday I also, there was a subscriber of mine that I met. She recognized me at one of the Goodwills that I had frequented yesterday, one of the places. And we were both checking out. She said, are you Thelma Thrift? And I said, yes. And we took a picture together. And then she was talking to me in the chat, and I didn't even see it till later. So she used to call herself Texas Teacher. So Texas Teacher, if you're out there, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much for taking that picture with me. Mine came out horrible. I hope your picture came out better. But I'll try and post it anyway in an Instagram or something, because it was a lot of fun meeting people that recognized me. That's only happened like 4 times, probably within the last 5 or 6 years, that people have recognized me and whatnot, and that's always fun. And I did see her at one of the Goodwills. Now, it's not the Goodwill where I got the great jewelry bag. It's not the Goodwill that I was at today, because as I said, there's just so many here in Houston, and I go to all of them. And then the bag I got yesterday, everybody was rushing and saying, go back and get more, go back and get more. But I had actually got those bags about a week ago, so it wasn't, and I should have gotten the other ones. I had like 3, and I only got one because they were expensive. They were $50, and even though I get them for, you know, $35 with my discount, it still adds up. Like today, I've spent $100 on jewelry jars and a beautiful bag, a handbag. I'll show you that in a handbag haul. But anyway, this is gorgeous. I think this would even look nice, guys, wearing it like this, with these 2 little embellishments on the sides. Don't you think that's pretty? And that, again, was also about $6. I think one of these was marked $7.99 and the other one was $5.99. So it was a great deal either way. And then that's why I want to go ahead and try to open this bag tonight, this big one, because I got it from the same place where I got this counter stuff. So we can try and open that. Hopefully, how's the stream? Is the stream okay? Oh, it's freezing again. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to go see if I can turn off everything and I'll come back. How's that? Let me see if I can go turn off my other computer. It might be on. It might be what's going on. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourself. Let me turn everything off and see if that helps. Because no one else should have anything on. I let me go scream at some people upstairs. They might be streaming. Okay, guys, I'm back. Did you hear that? Is everything a little bit better, or is it still freezing? It's fine here in Tennessee. Good, good, good. If it is perfect, do not worry. It may be at the other end. Okay. Well, I told my husband to cut down the stream. He can watch whatever it is he watches on that iPad later. He's watching, I think, the Sons of Anarchy or something. I don't know. All right, it's good. Great. Okay, so let's open this big thing. I'm curious because, like I said, I don't always beat this lady to the jewelry jars. She sometimes beats me. And there was good stuff in the counter. And she made it. I said to her while I was waiting, she said, it'll be 20 minutes or so. And then 25 minutes had passed. Yeah, it was a $50 bag, $49, and a couple of times she's had them at $69, and I've left them at $69, and she said, they're still going to be $40, and I was like, yeah, but still, $40 is expensive. So I got this one. It came out to about $35. So anyway, I was already there for like 25 minutes, and I said, how long do you think it'll be? Do you think you can go ask her? And she said, if I were you, I would wait. It might get better if you don't rush her. And I said, you got a point. That makes sense. Hey, Makeup Zombie, how are you? Guys, that's Elizabeth there. If you guys aren't subscribed to her, you probably are. Be sure and check out her showcase tomorrow. What time does it start again? She's in Oregon, so it's a lot earlier than my time. But I think here in Central, I usually get the notification about 3:30. And so we'll be over there looking at great jewelry. This is cute. I think it's an embellishment. Oh, look at that. It's like a big earring. Or you could hang it on a necklace. That actually looks like the shape of an ear. That's incredible. That's probably some exotic costume or something. Look at that. It's got 2 clips. Let me see if that'll fit my ear. Wow, it does. It like covers the entire ear. It's frozen again. An ear cuff. There you go. That's what it is. That is nice. All right. Let me know again if it happens to get frozen again so we can... It's okay, not frozen. Okay, I'm just going to keep going and keep glancing down. I don't know. This looks like a messed up earring here. Okay, there it goes. Wow, these are exotic. I hope I find the mates. These are really exotic earrings, and this one's nice too. Some Greek key there. Silver. Very lightweight. That's nice. See how it's hollowed out there? That's pretty cool. Okay, here's a bundle of bangles here. And tangled up with something in there too. Oh my gosh, look at this huge ring here. Humongous hoop, rather. Wow. Wowie, wow. All right, we're going to put that aside. That is big. Here's some really cute bangles, but there's a necklace tangled up in there. Kind of a spiky one. Oh my goodness. Okay. Brand new, guys. Still tagged. These are pretty. I love pink and gold together. And they're still really nice and colorful. They're brand new. Still tagged up there. Nice. Really nice. These are plastic. That is so funny. And this does not look like any kind of necklace I've seen because it's like short on one end. It's really strange. That is nuts. Hey, Tammy, how are you? That is just nuts. I'm going to try to do a handbag haul, Tammy, because I have some purses that I got yesterday that are so cute and different. And I've had a couple for a while now that I haven't done this is a YSL, but it is not really a YSL. I can tell it's a piece of counterfeit stuff. But there it is. There's one. And So I want to do that. And then you were saying something about a Q&A. I don't know if I'm going to do a Q&A live or something, but I'll do one soon. And were you thinking, Tammy, were you thinking about a Q&A regarding selling in general or handbags? Look at that, guys. We got to match that pretty silver. I love that. That is a cool looking. I'm going to go to a fancy wedding pretty soon. I think it's at the end of next month. I may wear those. Those are cute. All right. Oh my gosh, what is this? Another ear cuff. Wow, this is an ear cuff too, guys. Look, this looks like a dragon. Doesn't that look like a dragon? Look, I think that, yeah, something like that, or I don't know, but it's got the cuff part and then the pierced part. Wow. These are some exotic jewels in here. Never expected to see that. Oh, that's a cute little acrylic cuff. Look at that, and it doesn't have anything missing. Elizabeth, I was showing the Pandora up close and personal. I'm more than sure that it is genuine from their Rose collection. So I talked a lot about it at the beginning. You can watch it at the replay if you get a chance. But I'm excited about that. That's another thing that came out of the jar yesterday with all the Avery and that Mexican silver. So excited about that. Guys, are we still here? Okay. Yeah, it was freezing. I'm sorry it was freezing. I hope it gets better. Cheap bangle. Cute earring, actually. Plastic, but really pretty. And here is another earring with a Playboy. You know what? This Playboy stuff sells big time on Posh. Because it's so un-PC these days. And some people just really don't want to go there. They really want to see something like this. So it's got like a resurgence. If you ever find any Playboy things, Playboy motifs or rings. I remember selling a sterling ring with a Playboy bunny on it on eBay about 4 years ago. So it's popular. It really is. Girls want to do what they want to do, and that's the way it should be. A stretchy bracelet, but it's really cute. Gold tone. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, here's an interesting ring. Look at that. It's just an adjustable ring, but that is so different. That is cute. Wow. That's a cute ring. Most definitely. Okay, is this a barrette? It looks like it should be a barrette. This little meshy thing. And it is tangled. What in the world? No, it's a necklace. How cute. It's a delicate multi-strand necklace with some rhinestones and gold flexible mesh. Looks comfortable. That is so pretty. Wow, that's nice. I'm impressed already. I think we could make our $35 back and maybe get a little gravy here with this bag. That is really nice. That is super cute. Nice color on it still left too. A little stretchy faux turquoise. Another exotic piece of something. Looks like they wanted to make some earrings but didn't finish. And some more stretch. It's got some Asian writing on there. Here's a pretty one with big faux pearls. I hate these. Everybody tells me every time I ask what kind of a nut they are, but that's them there. This one actually has a barrel clasp, which is kind of different. They're usually those big long ones, souvenir kind. Look at this thing. Wow. That's interesting. Again, just crafted at home, I think. Interesting bangle, though. Looks very exotic as well. Okay. Some stuff that's still with their tags. Little coin, earrings, and necklace. And these are plastic. And they have eagles. And yeah, those are kind of cute, actually. $5.99. Interesting that they're plastic so they don't make all that jingle jangle noise that some can do. Ooh, this is a pretty earring. Look at that. Wow, it's really interesting jewelry in here. This is a pretty hoop. It'd be nice to get the match. Really nice brush on there. How's the stream now, guys? Is it okay? Still going well? Bambi, I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. Vanessa, thanks for joining us. I was a troll? Oh, really? Well, I'm glad my moderators are here to take care of that. I appreciate it so much. This is a very nice hoop, guys. I like it a lot, but I don't know if I'll find the other. I hope so. I think I told you guys yesterday I'm dividing the earrings already, putting them, here's another set of this gold stuff. So that makes 2 of these. I'm dividing the earrings into jars of gold tone, silver tone, and mixed. So that way when I marry them, they'll be ready. They won't be so hard to, to dig through all of them. Just a little bangle. This is cute. It says Coco. I don't think it's actually Chanel, though it's made nicely in the chain, but that's interesting. It's interesting what these counterfeiters will do, right? They know what to do. That's funny. That is funny. I don't think it's a Chanel at all, though. It's not even all metal. The middle part was plasticky. Look, here's something with a tag. $24.99. Wow. Pretty exotic, though. Looks like it was a choker length. But it's kind of tangly. Yeah, it's a big tangled mess, but it's like a bib style. Wow. That is really cute. Here it comes. Here it comes. There it goes. Oh my goodness, that's pretty. That would look really, really nice on a very low-cut outfit. That would look nice. Yeah, still tagged Tanjori, $25. That is cool. Yeah, very nice. Okay. Little red earring here. Cheap bangle. Pretty earring, gold flower. Interesting stretch ring. That's pretty. They make some really pretty stretch rings, don't they? That is so cute. Rhinestone, silver and gold. I like that. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate you being here. Hi, Amelia Sells. How are you? And Elaine and Carly Q. Guys, thanks for being here. Sorry for moving that camera. This is so cute. I like that. That is different. Okay. Here is something else. Oh, pretty earring. Ooh, look at that. That unfolded like a napkin there. It was all folded up like this. That's a nice earring, too. Gold tone. And, okay, we got a little prayer box here. See if there's anything in it. Designer handbags, answering questions about spotting replicas. Okay. All right. I think I'll possibly do that live then. That way you can, maybe get some specifics on it for me. And maybe we can do that after we do a handbag haul, and then I'll open it up to questions. Because I really want to show you the cute handbags I got recently. This is a cute little charm. It's just gold tone, though. Okay, here's a little not little, big cross earring. Very Madonna-esque. Interesting that it's in gold tone. That's different. Wow. Okay. And then, oh, these are pretty. What a pretty color. Glad to see that these are hook-on. A lot of times they do these with the kind of a post. That is the prettiest color. I like that. And what is this? This has to be a ring or something, right? I don't know. Some of this jewelry, guys, is it maybe for a piercing or something? I hate running into that piercing jewelry. It kind of grosses me out. I don't know why, but it does. Oh, here's the match to that earring. I like this one. Kind of a tortoiseshell color. That's really cute. And this is pretty. I don't know if it's a ring. Yes, it is now. Thought it could be an earring too, but it looks like a ring. It's kind of like wood or plastic with rhinestones on it. That is cute. Okay. It's a nice jar so far. I'm really impressed. $35, not bad. Not bad. I bet that lady's been getting some really nice things there. I've beat her a couple of times. She's beat me a couple of times. We've shared a couple of times, and it's been fun. And she likes to craft with them, is what she says. Oh, this is pretty. These are some kind of glass or something. Really pretty color. It reminds me of that stone. I think Sandy sold 2 rings today. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's the CH word, caldonite or chaldonite or something like that. I don't know. That's it. What kind of what it looks like. That is so pretty. All crystal, like on that. No maker. It doesn't look like, but it's got another embellishment at the tip there. So that usually indicates quality. Very nice. I like that. It looks like we have another, yet another coin. So it's 3. Guys, oh my goodness. They must have had these in the front or something and they weren't selling. I don't know. So it's 3 sets of this plastic stuff. I might give that to my daughter and her friends. They're working at the Renaissance this month. All month and next month. They might enjoy that. Because she was just asking me, do you have any beads I can wear? I was like, look around. You know I have beads. I have everything around here. Okay, a little multi-blue, stretchy, nice and bundled up already. That's cute. And a little black number here. Oh, I thought it was stretchy and it's not. Nice. I like when it's not stretchy. Little magnetized closure. Very nice bracelet. Pretty. All right, definitely a nice bag. Okay, I thought this was all by itself. I'm not sure if this goes in here. Yeah, there it is. It's like a little toggle long. I guess you could wrap it around though a few times. That's pretty. It's got like that rosary bead link to it. Very, very nice. Guys, 32 people hit the thumbs up. I need about 30 more to go over there and do it again. Please hit that thumbs up. It really helps in search and stuff. Oh, that's cute. This is glass. That is really, really nice. It's got sort of cushiony cut facets there in a pear shape. That is pretty, and I love the combination of colors. Isn't it interesting what jewelry designers do with color? I think it's absolutely key. That is really, really pretty. Oh my goodness, that is a nice necklace. I like that. All right. Oh, I had a bracelet like this the other day from another jar, but it was kind of a bronze color and it had the tassels, and I thought that was so unique. And here's another one with some black and silver. That is cool as well, and it's small. Sometimes these are made so big they twist around and they just lose their aesthetic. That's cute. Okay, an acrylic bangle. This is pretty. Acrylics are always, especially the translucent ones, are very popular. I've sold quite a few on Posh. That is cute. It's got like little specks. Some speckling all around it. That is super, super cute. Trying to figure out storage for the bangles, guys. I have exhausted all of my milk glass vases and they take up so much room. I'm trying to figure something out. That's a pendant. That's pretty. Little sunburst. All the rhinestones are there. Yellow and clear rhinestones or diamond colored rhinestones. And then the rays of the sun are silver and gold tone. That is nice. And there's the little hidden bail there, or embedded bail, I guess you'd call it. That's pretty nice. Hey, Carol, thank you for being here. That's a nice pendant. It is so bright. I hope it comes up in the camera as bright as it is. It's super yellow. I love that. That is super nice. Okay, what is this? An earring with a flower on it. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. A little flower. That's cute, and it's lightweight, nice and comfy. I like when earrings are lightweight. That's pretty. Okay, we've got a little theme going on with this lime sherbet color here. Pretty. Big button, plasticky though. Put that in the gold tone bowl here. Interesting, not stretch, really cute. Look at that, crochet. Or is it knit? No, that's crochet. That is cool. And some pearls. Encased as well. Gold tone. That's different. That is so cute. I love how they do that. They take something traditional like pearls and they kick it up a couple of notches. All right. Oh, that's a cute little bracelet. It's got the cross on each side. That's really pretty. I like that. Okay. Here's some more of these bangles. These are pretty. I think I saw one of these in my other jars that I have recorded. Kind of looks familiar. And then here's this one. Kind of a silver tone. Doesn't look like real silver, but we need to bring the magnet anyway. Just to double check. How's the stream going so far? Still good? Hey, Miss Raven, how are you? Donna Aguilar, I think I said hello to you. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Yeah, look at that. But pretty anyway. Nice, kind of a patinaed color there. And then here's another acrylic. Kind of matches the other one that was there earlier. Great. Thank you for letting me know, Tammy. Okay, look at this, guys. That's cute. An encrusted with rhinestone unicorn. And forward facing. I rarely see a unicorn like that. That's cute. Very cute. Don't think it's silver or anything, but it's really cute. Okay, it doesn't stick though, so I'm sure the chain will. Yeah, the chain definitely felt kind of lightweight, but this one didn't stick. Let me see if I see any kind of hallmarks or anything on it. Doesn't really look like silver, but I say that a lot, and it turns out to be silver. You never know. Okay, I don't see a hallmark, but we're going to check it anyway later. That was cute. So, okay, here's another bangle with the little crosses on it. It's two. Oh, here's a pretty earring, and nice and lightweight too. Oh, I like that. Lots of geometric shapes there, and I think there's a rhinestone there too. Yeah, that's a cute one. Very lightweight too. That's a very nice earring. All kinds of shapes. Here's a blue, I think kind of a polymer clay or something. Looks like an 80s style. And here's some pink, stretchy, black. Let me take a drink, guys. Hi, how are you, Nancy the homemaker? Okay, a Hamsa leather, well, actually more like rubber, but pretty. And gold tone, faux turquoise. Interesting little fashion piece. There. Okay. And a pearl drop here. Just on some tiny little seed beads. Looks like they didn't finish this piece, guys. It has no clasp or any kind of a hook or anything, but they put a little pearl on there. So that's an unfinished piece, obviously. And then we saw this a little while ago. At least it's matched. Maybe I can finish that off. So because we do have the match here. Interesting. This is cute. But they put that on a leather cord. That's strange. Okay, that's a pretty bracelet. That is really, really pretty. It's big. I'd have to squeeze it in, but that's really nice. Look at that. Little baguette shapes. On the rhinestones, kind of an antique gold finish on that. That is really, really cute. Hi, Susan. How are you? Terry, thank you for being here. Francis as well. That's awesome. I like that. Okay. A little Silvertone earring. Hoop. Nice. And a chunky bracelet with a brushed finish. Still has a nice color. Look, it has like a toggle, but it has a safety chain. All toggles should have safety chains because they fall. I cannot wear toggles without a little extra security with another bracelet. That's cute though. Kind of like the noise it makes too. Okay, that's nice. Oh, another bow. Oh, this is cute. I don't know how you wear it though. It looks like a piece they were going to craft with as well. It's got a sun, black acrylic. I don't know what they were going to do with it though. Too bad they didn't finish it. That would have been a nice necklace. Kind of cute. Put it in my crafter lot. Okay, here's a bracelet. And it says grandmother or no, gratitude. Gratitude, serenity, different little sayings. Kind of cute. Birds. It's pretty. Looks very Etsy-like. Tiny little charms here too. And these may be, no, they look like they're lockets, but they're not. That's pretty. And it's nice and weighty. It's really pretty. Oh, this is cute. Look at that. And it's lightweight too. I love when they do that. That is really cute. They just got this big giant chain, braided some cage beads, some dangly pearls, used antique gold tone on it, and some crystal silvery ones too. That's a pretty statement piece, most definitely. This is something you'd wear with nothing else except clothes, but maybe a ring, but nothing. Yeah, I don't think you would even need earrings once you put this on. That's gorgeous. I love that. Hi, Granny Josie. Thank you for being here. That is so pretty. I love it. I even like the way it feels, and it's not heavy. It seems really comfy. Okay. Oh, here's something with a, oh my goodness. Yeah, some people really use their imagination with this jewelry crafting. Look at that. I can't even tell, is that a wolf? Either way, it's encrusted with rhinestones in a braid type of bracelet that's adjustable. That's really interesting, and I still can't tell whether that's a wolf or whatever, but that's kind of cool. Wow. I like this one. This one stood out to me, but it is stretchy, and look, it looks like it's losing its elasticity here, but what cute beads. They look very almost like Bakelite, you know, the style. It looks like the Bakelite era. That is super pretty. I wish it didn't have all of this problem going on. It probably has to be restrung. But it's still tight. That is super cute. I like that a lot. Yeah, lots of edgy stuff. Very interesting things in here for sure. Look at this. And it's on a leather cord. That's an interesting bangle. It's got some AB type stones. And then it's kind of domed, or not domed, but what is it, concave or whatever it's called. Kind of goes down in there. That's interesting. And it's on a leather cord. Suede. I don't know if I'd leave it on there. I kind of would like it on a Silvertone. But then again, this is what makes it edgy, right? It kind of, they put their own spin on it. So that is kind of cool. My daughter would probably like it like that without a traditional chain on it. Okay, wow, what is this? Brand new because it's still got the little seal on it. Oh my goodness. I think this is definitely the kind of stuff I'm going to put on Posh. Look at this thing. Long tassel. And this stuff is not lightweight, guys. This is not tinny metal here. Look at that. It looks like it belongs on the front of a Cadillac or something. That is cool. I almost thought it was like a Versace Medusa or something when I pulled it out. That is really kind of cool. Look at that. I have to twist that around. And the links are so unique. Wow. Look at that long tassel of gold and silver tone. Kind of a knotted thing there. Wow, that is cool. How many times can I say that is cool? Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm just like dumbfounded with these styles. That's a cute ring. Adjustable. Didn't I have another one? Oh, there. Matches that black one I had. Hood ornament. There you go. Yes, and they do steal those hood ornaments. Where did I see? I think the BMWs or some of the cars now have removable hood ornaments because they are often stolen. Very often they're stolen. So now they have them where they're removable. You can actually take them off your car when you park. Never seen that. Look at this cute one. Stretchy but so cute. Pretty colors. I love pink and green together. This color of green. So pretty together. All right, that's a pretty earring there. Very nice. Kind of has a design like a Kendra Scott or something. Just plastic though, and very cute though. And a black and white earring. A druzy, dangly articulated earring, green. That's interesting. And a big giant button. We did have a match to this one. Oops. A double finger ring there. I can't hardly take that jade off. Once I put it on, it kind of like stays in there. That's interesting too. Okay. Here's the earring as well. Multi-ring. Nice though. That's cute. Okay, they were into the bows, guys. I don't know what it is, but they were into the bows. That's a cute earring though. I don't think I have the other one, but I did buy 2 bags today from there. So maybe it's in the other one. Ooh, that's cute. That's a nice earring too. Black, blue. Really nice. I don't think we've seen any silver tonight, but that's okay. We saw a lot of other interesting things. And this giant, giant hoop. And people wear them. One of my daughter's friends wears them. And she's like, you wouldn't think, she's like a really simple person that doesn't wear any other jewelry, and she loves to wear those giant hoops. Okay, another one of these showed up. They were going to make earrings, I'll bet, and they would have made cute earrings. I'll have to see if I can finish them. Yeah, there's 2 of them. This is a pretty earring. Really cute. They're definitely really, really cool and different. Okay, that's really cute. Wow, so you had to delete a comment, huh? Interesting. That's a pretty earring. Ooh, look at this one. But it looks like it's broken. Oh my gosh. That is a cute one. But it's broken. Craft or what? Okay. Ooh, this is cute. And it's a pendant. That's pretty. One tiny pearl missing there. But I may be able to replace it. Nope, there's another one here. Yes, there's a few pearls missing. How pretty, though. Looks like it may have been a brooch. I don't know. No, it's got a nice bail on it. That is so pretty. I'll have to get my husband to find a few pearls to go in that, because that is pretty. It's got like a pink opal-looking stone there. Faux stone. That's cute. Chain is nothing to look at, really. It's just a Silvertone chain, but that is a nice pendant. Put that in the repair lot. And this is another bracelet that went awry here. It was a stretch bracelet. Little bead there. That'll be in the craft lot. Stretch purple. Here's a cute ring. That's really darling. That looks like a fireworks going on. That is so cute. Ballet pink there. And I believe they're crystal-like. It could be plastic. Oh my gosh. And look, they're copper wired, so you can move them around and make them how you want. That is so pretty. That's very cute. I like that ring. Very nice. Okay. Button, purple. And what else do we have? Oh, a tassel earring. That's cute too. See, they just took these things to a whole new level. Look at that. We have leather, we have rhinestones, we have tassels, and they're clip-on. That is really cute. Very different. And then the leather is embellished even further with like animal print on there, and even a little gloss, kind of an opalescent gloss over the leather. And this is leather, real leather. That is really nice. That's a very different earring. I've never seen one like that for sure. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, I hope I find all these matches in that other bag. I may, because like I said, I waited for her to finish. They told me she'd be out in 20 minutes, and she brought out 2 bags, and that's what I bought. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my gosh. That's a beautiful earring. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. That is so pretty. If I don't find the earring, the match, that's definitely going to be either a brooch or a pendant. That would make an awesome alternative. That is a pretty earring. Okay, I found the hoop to this one. This one was really cute. I'll have to put those on Posh. These are nicely made as well. Really cute. And another crazy earring. Oh my goodness. Look at this one. This is even bigger than the other one. Wow. That's quite an earring. Here are some green beads on a string. It looks like they had just got them, and they are glass. They're very pretty. Don't know what kind they are. So obviously there was a jewelry maker in the house, and she decided to start another hobby because there's a lot of unfinished work here. These are really pretty though. Oh, I love green. I love green jewelry. Okay, another little ear cuff. It's got the part that goes around the, I guess, the rest of the ear there, and then through the pierce part. Interesting. Cuff. And here are some blue glass beads. Still just very rudimentarily strung, but they do have a little clasp there. Well, this one doesn't even have the whole thing. The other one had a jump ring. Yeah, so that's 2 there. These would be pretty together, actually. Here are some matched up earrings, Silvertone, with some black enamel embellishment on them. Those are pretty. And, oh, another little, ooh, look at this. Oh my gosh, how is that going to fit though? It looks like it needs to be finished, because that is not going to go around anybody's neck. It looks like they were just starting it, and this has to have another chain attached. Wow. But look how long that is. Wow, it's like a little webbing here. And these are crystal blue colors. A little tangulation here, but that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we're going to have to finish this off. That is gorgeous. This is all chains making a web. Hey, Rusted Raccoon, how are you? That is very, very nice. And the Silvertone chain is very well made here at the top. It's heavy. Really beautiful. That's definitely going to go into the repair box for my husband to put a chain around the neck part, because obviously they didn't finish it. It needs to probably go on another piece. And here's an earring, gold tone stuck on there. Another pretty one here. Looks like just silver tone. Let me double check. Yep. Cute though. Oh, it's like a little collar. That is so pretty. That is cute. A lot of little links there. Nice noise. Nice sound, I should say. Very cute. That is really pretty. A little collar. I would say more like a collar than a bow tie, right? It looks like little collars. Yeah, either a bow tie or a collar. I guess it depends on where you wear it. Here's a big silver button. These are pretty. Multicolored, articulated rhinestone dangle earrings. Oh, here's some of these. I love these, especially like this one. This one's short. The cords where you just wrap them around your neck. This one would probably go wrapped around, maybe not even wrapped around completely, just draped around your neck, and then you have the dangle of the tassels on the side of your neck. And this is a very nice metal. It doesn't feel cheap either. Nice rope design. Really pretty. Yeah, that's nice. I think I'll put that on Posh too. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get some more listing done. I did do some listing today on eBay and Posh. Look at these. These are kind of like the silver ones, but these are gold. These look almost like a Mexican style. Those are pretty and very lightweight. I sure hope I find the other one because these are nice. I love wide hoops like this. Even if they're small, but they have that wideness about them, I love them. I use them just as much as the, the oversized or larger hoop. I love when they're wide like this. Thank you, Bambi. I appreciate that. Hi, Maria. How are you? Turtle Trader, I'm glad you came in. Terry, thanks for being here. And Kathy. Yeah, this is a nice earring. I like this one a lot. Oh, we do have a match for the black one. Nice. Almost done here, guys. It was a big bag. It really was. Lots of good stuff in that. And the other one's just the same size, same price too. This is cute. Little mesh hoop here. Dangle hoop. Pink. Nice. There's a lot of things that are not matched too, though. So I'm hoping they're in the other bag. Here's some articulated hoops as well. Dangles. Oh, these are cute. Look at that. Green. Really pretty green one. Here is a little crown on a rope. Kind of a plastic. I don't think it's ivory or anything. I don't know though. And then it's got like a little J. Well, I think they were going to add something to it. They probably had it all together. Again, this was definitely a crafter's donation, I think. That's a pretty earring. Oh my gosh, look at this one. I swear they probably separate them on purpose. This is beautiful too. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's a pretty one. Wow. I did not go back and get the other bags because the bag that I got last night with the James Avery and the silver and the genuine Pandora was from a week ago. And believe me, I kicked myself a couple of times, and my husband couldn't believe it either. I left one bag behind that day. And every time I go to that particular Goodwill, I've been there a couple of times, I've seen the bags, and I keep second guessing myself, and I leave them there. That won't happen again. Because, you get used to going to one and you're like, that's the place that has the better ones. But then I shouldn't say that because I keep finding them at different places too. But it's just, I don't know, my own inner fight. But no, I did not go back because I had that bag here at home for a week. So that was last week that I got that great bag from last night. But believe me, when I'm around that area, I will go back in there for sure. That's a pretty earring. I will go back in there. Oh, this is nice too. Yes, I'm sure they do because there's some people that, they've already told me there's people that go in there and buy them all. There's people that call in advance to make sure they have them but then this place, I don't know, I rarely go to that one. I've been there a few times. I found a Kate Spade bag there once, and this is how bad I am. I second guessed myself and I didn't buy it. And this was about probably a month before she passed. And it wasn't because, I wanted to kind of exploit her death or anything like that, but I wanted to hold on to something from her design, especially a classic sandbag, the square bag. And that's the one they had, but it was a reissue of it, and even said on the tag a reissue of the iconic sandbag and whatnot. And it was brand new with tags, and I didn't buy it. I was like, oh, I don't want to spend. I think they had it for 35 or something like that, and I regret it. This is an interesting little, I guess, a charm. It has a U on it, gold tone on one side and turquoise on the other. I guess you could hook it on a bracelet or something. Nice and heavy too. That's interesting. Okay, we do have a match. Excellent. Nice. Oh my goodness. We do have a match on these beautiful, beautiful earrings. Oh my goodness. Let me find the match in here. Take it out and put it with the match area. Oh gosh, these are gorgeous. Look at that. I don't see missing rhinestones. These are so pretty. Yeah, all dressed up and no place to go if I keep them. So I'm going to sell them to someone who's going to look beautiful with those. These are pretty. Oh, look at these. These are cute. Really pretty. Soft pink color. Here's like a little branch, twig or something with some berries. That's pretty. I think I showed these in another jar, guys. I think these came out from another jar. They're already matched. For some reason, I had them in this corner. All right, here's a stretch pearl bracelet. And I think, look, this probably goes on that blue thing. It looks like they were going to probably put it right here. That big blue web thing, I'll bet. I'll bet that's what happened there. We'll have to get that together. And here's some pieces of tortoiseshell or something. A pretty little earring. This is just a piece. They were probably going to put it on a necklace or something. And then here's the Playboy match. Nice. I'll definitely put that on Poshmark. Got that hoop matched up. And don't have a match for that yet. We do have some tangles here. Let's see if we can get this out so we can close it up. Here is a charm necklace. Kind of looks more like a children's piece, really, with hearts and flowers. Silvertone, but it's really a nice chain. It's got some more beads at the top. Yep. And let me see what else. So yeah, there's just a lot of Goodwills around here, a lot of places to go. Thrift stores are doing them. Some of the very first jewelry jars I ever bought were at Value Village and Family Thrift. So I really used to see them there a lot more than I saw them at the Goodwills. And that's where I showed you that footage in my ride-along where that lady was making some of them. And but they have really nice things in the counter too, so I don't hesitate to look there. Here's an interesting cross with some rhinestones and studs. Earring there. And a really nice little gold and palette dangles there. That's pretty. That would look really nice long, worn long. Very shiny. Very shiny and pretty. And here's another earring. Some purple stones there. Here's the match to the blue one. And here is some pearls. I hate this ribbon thing. It just tangles everything up. I know they look cute, but... And then once you get that ribbon wrinkled, you really can't wear it anymore. It's like done. Gets, I'm sure, kind of sullied pretty quickly there. One or two wearings. Look, it's even tangled up in that little thing, so... I'll just let you look at that really quickly. It looks like it was 3 strands. And then this is just a long, linked. These are nice beads. They are crystal or glass. in pink and green. It is kind of tangled up in here still, so I'll have to put that in the untangle pile. And, oh, that's an interesting earring. Kind of a serpentine chain in there. I don't see the match yet, but hopefully it'll be in the other bag. Oh, I used to have some of these in silver. I think I still do, but the hook fell off. That's pretty. This is kind of a gunmetal and gold tone earring. And I believe that is it. We went through the bag. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I see you soon. I'll be talking to you guys hopefully in Zombie Sale tomorrow. Oh, here's something else I didn't show you. I hate these wires. It looks like they were going to make it. They made one. Then they made one with 2 strands. These are nice little beads, though. I may put that in my bead lot, because I have some beautiful beads in the bead lot. And, you know, I think someone will find them useful for crafting. James Avery bracelet, will you be listing it? I'm going to be, Anita, I'm going to research it, because one of my subscribers told me she saw one sell for $545, and I don't doubt her for a minute. As I said, I just saw some with the sunflower one that had like 3 links, and it was the choker part, and that was like $200 or $300, and the ring was $150. I don't doubt that that bracelet sells for a pretty high dollar. I am going to list it. Someone inquired about it from the UK, and I asked her to make me an offer, and then, you know, like I said, I'll see what kind of interest it garners, and then I'll probably throw it up on auction, see what kind of interest it garners on eBay, and then decide, you know, where I'm going to go with it. It is big on me, so even if I liked it and wanted to wear it, I couldn't wear it. It's a little bit too big. That's a problem with the James Avery bracelets. They're very heavy. They're so well made. They're very heavy silver, and if they don't fit you right, and I'm so glad that they do make different sizes, that you have to really get the size that fits you, because it'll slide right off of you. But that's where I'm going with it right now. I'm waiting to hear back from the person that inquired about it, and then we'll see where I go with that. But I'm definitely listing it, and I haven't found anything on the sunflower choker at all. Like I said, I only found a ring, and then some of the links that have like 3 links in the front, and those are high, because they're all from the retired collections. And I guess not only are they retired, but the cat one is supposedly rare, and I haven't seen any for sale. I only saw it on Etsy, and like I said, the person from the UK told me she had seen one. No, one of my subscribers told me she saw one that sold for $500, over 500, and then the person from the UK inquired about it, and I asked her to make me an offer and see where we go with that. I really want to thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow at Makeup Zombie Elizabeth's sale. Hopefully you'll be there around 3 o'clock Central is usually when it starts, and you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye, everyone.